Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. It's your boy Moody. Today we're going to be discussing the most anticipated, most exciting games of the season so far, the Champions League quarterfinals second leg games. Now none of these matches finished in a draw last week, and this week all these teams that lost are going to be looking for a comeback, for a remontada. You have Atletico Madrid, who are hosting my team, the Blaugranas, Barcelona, at the Metropolitano. They are up 2-0 on aggregate. And Arsenal, who will be hosting Sporting at the Emirates Stadium. They just lost at home in the last game in the Premier League to Bournemouth. So maybe Sporting has a chance. And the other two games are going to be between PSG, the reigning champs, who are up 2-0 on aggregate. They're going to be visiting Liverpool at the Anfield. And last but not least, Real Madrid, the 15-time champions, they're going to be visiting the Allianz Arena to face Bayern Munich, and they are down 2-1. So are they going to be coming back? We're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss the chances of each of those teams. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Join me on the watch alongs on Twitch and follow all the socials in the bio. And let's get started. Now, the first game that we'll be talking about today is Arsenal versus Sporting. Arsenal are up 1-0 on aggregate after handing Sporting only their third loss at home this entire season in all competitions. Sporting looked a lot better than Arsenal in the first leg. They had more chances, but Arsenal's secret weapon came in handy and he sealed the win for them. He made 5 saves and came up as man of the match. I'm talking about David Raya. David Raya in the Champions League so far since the 2023-2024 season, he made 32 appearances and only conceded 19 goals. He had 17 clean sheets. He's been amazing for them in the Champions League, making 76 saves. And this season is his best season so far. He has 7 clean sheets and only conceded 3 goals. Among all the quarterfinalists, Arsenal conceded the least amount of goals. They're going to be playing at home at the Emirates Stadium, and I think Arsenal could go through to the semifinals because they are the best team so far in the Champions League, going undefeated. Now, Sporting, on the other hand, is not doing bad at all. They are back-to-back Liga Portugal champions. They took a weekend off to prepare for this game. They might be ready to make a comeback because the last time they took off the weekend and did not play a league match, they came back a remontada against Bodo Glimt, where they went 3-0 down in the first leg. The second leg, they won 5-0. But the difference in that is that their second leg game was at home, so they had the home advantage. But this is going to be at the Emirates Stadium, and it's going to be much tougher for them. I believe Arsenal will go through in this matchup, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough for both teams. It's going to be tough for Sporting to come back at the Emirates and beat Arsenal, who haven't lost a game in the Champions League so far in 10 games. They haven't lost one. For Arsenal as well, if they want to go through, they're going to have to lock it down. Sporting has Suarez, who's an incredible player. He's the top scorer for them, 33 goals this season, 5 of them in the Champions League. It's going to be a tough game for both sides, like I said. We're going to have to wait and see. My prediction is that Arsenal goes through because they have the home advantage. The second match that we will be discussing today is Liverpool taking on PSG at the Anfield. Now, they are down 2-0 on aggregate, but the score of the first leg does not do justice to what PSG committed against Liverpool. It was criminal. They held them down to 0 shots on target the entire 90 minutes. And I think that's Arne Slot to blame for the strategy and tactics that he used. He thought that defending will hold PSG from scoring and they will come out with a positive score against PSG from Parc des Princes. But PSG obliterated them. Chance after chance, they missed so many chances, and that actually might come back and bite them. That could be the reason why they don't go through. They had 74% possession. They had 18 shots, 6 shots on target. They missed a lot. And Liverpool are lucky to come out of that game only down 2-0. They still have a chance. They are going to be looking for a remontada similar to the one they had against Barcelona back in 2019. After going down 3-0 on aggregate at the Camp Nou, they won 4-0 at the Anfield and they made it through. That was a tough watch for me as a Barcelona fan. But putting that aside, Liverpool has not been looking like themselves this season. They're sitting fifth in the league. They're coming off of a win at Anfield in the Premier League over the weekend. But with Arne Slot, the way he's managing the team, the players that they haven't been meshing together, and we haven't seen consistency. We haven't seen the Liverpool football that we got used to under Klopp. And with that being said, I think PSG, on the other hand, are amazing, are stacked. The way they play. There was a Kvaratskhelia goal in the first leg came after 89 passes. 89 passes among the PSG players, and they ended it with a goal. It's just insane. It's incredible the way they play under Luis Enrique, the man who won the treble 2 times, led 2 different teams to a treble, just like Guardiola did. I think PSG is going to be going through to the next round. It's going to be a tough match at Anfield, but I don't think Liverpool has the personality to go through to get a comeback this season, especially this season. So we're taking on PSG to go to the semifinals. And speaking of comebacks, Barcelona are looking to make a comeback against Atletico Madrid after they were the best team in the first leg. The game changed after a red card to Kubarsi and a phenomenal goal by Alvarez that put them 1-0 up. And then Sorloth came off the bench, scored the second goal to seal the win for Atletico at the Camp Nou. They're going to be facing the team they faced 5 times this season so far. Atletico Madrid won twice, Barcelona won 3 times. And 2 of these games were a knockout stage game. In the semifinals of the Copa del Rey, we lost in the Metropolitano 4-0, and we beat Atletico Madrid 3-0 at the Camp Nou, but it wasn't enough for Barcelona to go through as they lost 4-3 on aggregate. So in knockout competitions, Atletico Madrid has the upper hand over Barcelona this season. Now, Barcelona have to climb a mountain, have to fight really hard. But if anybody can do it, it's Barcelona. It's the star players at Barcelona, like Lamine Yamal, who says that he doesn't feel any pressure, and I really believe him. The way he carries himself on the field, how he performs in big matches, I think this is what he is made for. This is the time for Lamine Yamal to show himself, to prove that he doesn't fear the limelight. He doesn't fear all the pressure. The pressure is not going to put him down. Diego Simeone rested all his players that played last week against Barcelona in the first leg. And Barcelona played with a lot of their players. Hansi Flick did not rest many players. And Gerard Martin looked iffy against Espanyol. I don't know, not sure if he got injured or not. But we're going to be missing Kubarsi. We're going to be missing Rafinha. But I still believe we have a chance to make a comeback. Barcelona can win this game. Can they win it 3-0? Is the question. Can they win it with 3 or more goals? I'm not sure about that, honestly, but I'll hope. I'll hope that they do because Diego Simeone and Atletico Madrid are very well structured defensively. They defend with 10 players if they have to. And they're very good in transition. They have technical players, Alvarez, Griezmann, Lookman, that can go, and they're quick as well. So they can go pretty fast and attack us in transition. I have to take Barcelona in this matchup. It's my team, my club. Even though it's going to be an uphill battle, it's going to be tough for us. But we're going to have to see. Both teams are going to have it tough. They're going to have to stop Barcelona's attack, Barcelona's threat in Lamine Yamal, in Marcus Rashford, Fermin Lopez, Almo, Lewandowski, Ferran Torres. But at the same time, Barcelona are looking a little bit shaky defensively with Kubarsi missing. We'll have to wait and see. Again, I'm taking Barcelona, my team, to go through and face off against Arsenal in the semifinals. Last but not least, the most anticipated game of all between two of the biggest European giants in football, Real Madrid, the 15-time Champions League winners, and the 6-time Champions League winners, Bayern Munich. Now, Bayern Munich, who hasn't won in the Santiago Bernabeu since 2001, came after 25 years and broke this curse, winning in the first leg 2-1 against Real Madrid. That game was wild. A game of many, many chances, 40 shots, 20 for each side. Manuel Neuer had 9 saves, 9 crucial saves. And Real Madrid missed many chances to equalize, which is why a lot of their fans are mad. But also, Bayern Munich fans are mad because their players missed a lot of chances and they could have ended the score more than 2-1. They could have gave Real Madrid a beating. But at the end of the day, the score was 2-1 for Bayern Munich, making it a close game in the second leg. Now, Bayern Munich domestically in the Bundesliga, they just broke a record recently of 105 goals in one single season in the Bundesliga, and they did it in 29 games. While over the weekend, Real Madrid lost 2-1 at home at the Santiago Bernabeu to Girona, and the fans were not pleased about that. They haven't been doing well at Real Madrid. They haven't been at their best. Kylian Mbappe is doing the best he can. He had a lot of shots, the most shots in the game against Bayern Munich. He managed to score 1 goal. Vinicius Jr. had the most successful dribbles. They're very good in transition, as well as Valverde, who runs as a false forward and joins the attack every time. Ibrahim Diaz, who created the most chances in the first leg. There's a big chance that Real Madrid could make a comeback. Do I believe they will? I don't think so. They have Manuel Neuer in that, who had one of his best games in his entire career, 9 saves against Real Madrid. The best he had in a Champions League match was in 2017 against Real Madrid as well. So they're in safe hands in that. While on the other side, Real Madrid are missing Courtois. I think that's a big miss for them. I think it affected them in the first leg as well. He is one of, if not the best keeper in the world at the moment and for the past few years. In the midfield, they have Pavlovic and Kimmich, who are just workhorses. They run up and down the field, helping the defense, helping the attack as well. And then their forwards are incredible. You have Harry Kane, who is just amazing this season. 52 goals this season for the Englishman. He broke the record for the most goals scored by an English player in the Champions League. You have Olise on the right side, who has 28, 29 assists this season. Just an incredible performance by him. And on the left side, you have Luis Diaz, who has an incredible amount of goal contributions this season for the Bavaris. 40 plus goal contributions. The three of them are just incredible. They were incredible at the Santiago Bernabeu. That's other than players who come off the bench like Davies, Jackson, Musiala, and just an incredible amount of players for Bayern Munich who make a difference in the game. So, out of all the matches, I think this is the toughest one to call. This is the hardest one to make a prediction because you have the kings of the Champions League, 15-time winners, Real Madrid. All they need to do is score 1 goal and they are back in the game. If they score first, it's 2-2 on aggregate, and then they can play their game. But at the same time, I believe that the way and the style that Bayern Munich has been playing this season, 105 goals in Bundesliga, 130 plus in all competitions, the link up play up top, the style of football that Vincent Company plays is flowing and very fluid. So I think they are favorites to win. But that fluidity and that strategy also creates gaps. So Real Madrid might capitalize from that. And we've seen them come back before. So it's not hard for them. They are a completely different beast. They both teams are going to be working really hard to get through to the semifinals. It's like I said, the most anticipated game to watch, the most exciting game to watch. I think out of all of them, uh, I think Bayern will go through. Hopefully, they go through, and they will be facing the winner from PSG and Liverpool, who I said was PSG. So it's gonna be PSG and Bayern Munich on one side of the bracket, and on the other side, I believe is gonna be Barcelona, who are gonna come back against Atletico Madrid and go through to the semifinals. They will be facing Arsenal, who are still undefeated in the Champions League. I can't wait. It's going to be a crazy semifinal after the quarterfinal. The quarterfinals is already amazing. So imagine the semifinals between these top four teams. So it's going to be exceptional. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Follow the socials in the bio and join me in the watch along for these matches. And peace out.